Good morning. Happy Monday. So school is in session, right? Or almost. And we are setting up all our activities for our kids and for what's going on week by week. But are you making any time for you? Because really, I do believe that when you take care of yourself, you can take care of others so much better. I am an example of that because when I look back at, when I was drinking or depressed and with anxiety, I wasn't at my best, right? And so taking a little bit of time for yourself, scheduling it, putting it on the calendar, making you as important as the activities that you're setting up for your kids at this time is super crazy important, in my opinion. And right now, think about it. You are starting new routines. We're ending summer. We're heading into the fall. It's a great time to really focus a little bit more on you. Well, where do you get the time, right? Because that's the thing is, oh yeah, Leah, well, I don't have any time because I'm running here, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Well, what if you took just a few minutes when you woke up, and if you woke up a little bit early, you'd have that time, right? So starting with a half an hour, 15 minutes early, what can you do in that time for you? Well, you could exercise, right? You could actually just watch a video on YouTube or work out with me or try some stretching exercises that you see. Have a routine, 5-10 minutes. Just doing that when you're doing nothing, it's 1% better all over the place. What else can you do in the morning? Well, let's say you don't love your job and you really want to have time to do other things in life, but you don't have time to study, you don't have time to do this, you don't have time to do that. When I came across waking up early, it was because I was trying to become a personal trainer. And managing my family, my job at the time, my life, I had no time to study. I was procrastinating. It was just one of those things. By the evening, I was falling asleep. I had no time. I just wasn't able to. But if you had that time in the morning, first of all, your brain is the most efficient it's going to be the entire day, right? You've just slept for X amount of hours, 5 to 8 hours, let's say. Your brain is now refreshed. That's the best time to get information into your head. Everyone says that. So spending that time to work on something, a passion project or a different job career or learning something new, it's in the morning. What if you're dealing with anxiety, or I have clients and friends that come to me and are trying to quit smoking and drinking and overeating and just trying to find healthier ways. But that time in the morning is a great time to find ways to relax and deal with things other than dealing with bad habits, right? So taking 5 minutes and trying a meditation, because you know what, that crap works. It really does. I will admit that I did it for a 30-day challenge, and I try to listen to it as I'm falling asleep, even if I'm half falling asleep and not really paying attention. I listen to at least 10 minutes in the morning of something that just calls me, and it's 10 minutes in my morning, and if I have less anxiety, if I can breathe better, if I make better food choices, if I deal with my family better, it's a win-win, no? So meditation, journal writing, and here's the thing. If you take that time in the morning, most people aren't. So think about all the things you could actually be doing, right, that other people aren't doing, that you could get ahead in your business, in your life, in your world, in your finances, and whatever. Healthy, being healthy. For my mornings, what I do is I wake up, I'm training people by 5 o'clock. Some people I'm training by 4 now. So I wake up at 3 in the morning. When do I go to bed? I'm laying in bed between 9:30 and 10 o'clock, usually falling asleep somewhere around there. I get about 5 hours sleep, but there is no need for 8 hours sleep if you are spending your day and not, I mean, you can nap in the middle of the day. I take a 15-minute nap if I really am tired for some reason. But 5 hours is enough time for me. I also really do believe that being plant-based and fasting, it's like you have a clearer head. Plant-based, your body is not processing meat and animal products as much. It takes 15 minutes for your body to process vegetables. It takes 18 to 24 hours for most meats and animal products. So my body is not even using the energy the way other people's doing. So for the majority. So between waking up and just waking up a half an hour early, waking up an hour early, spending that time and realizing how important it is, you pop out of bed a little bit more. But anyway, if you're waking up at 6 in the morning, what's the difference at 5:30? Do it for yourself. And you fill your time with doing things that are good for you. Exercise, 10 minutes of exercise, done. The idea of eating the frog and doing some of the hardest things first is kind of what I'm talking about, right? Studying, exercising, making that time for what you think maybe meditation might do, or writing in a journal. These things all are super crazy helpful and will make you have a better day. And I truly believe that that's why I come on here and speak about it. But, and we need it. We really do. I already hear people, I work with teachers who are already starting to stress out, and I say to them, are you doing these things in the morning? Are you making the time for yourself? You really should be, and each of us are starting this September year, right? We have all different stresses on top of a pandemic and everything else, and on top of life and our own health and our family and issues. And if we don't start to make some time for ourselves, we're going to completely lose ourselves. And that is why I try to speak about what I do. I wanted to also mention too, I had some questions about intermittent fasting and working out. People ask me, or people have said, oh, you work out a lot, right? That's what you do, right? I like working out. I don't love working out, but I love the workout that I do. 80% of the problem is the food. 20% is the workout. So when, 20% is going to keep you healthy and moving as I age. And to me, that's why I work out, right? I want to stay healthy and I want to be able to move for the rest of my life as long as I possibly can. Some of my inspirations are a bodybuilder at 85 now, and she still wakes up and walks and runs every morning. And Ernestine Shepherd is double my age. No, not quite, not double my age. 49, 8. And so, anyway, point is 80% is the food, the fasting, the eating clean, to making the small changes that you make. Because right now, along with it being September, I don't know if you notice, if you go into pharmacies or if you go into Targets or you go into stores or any of them right now, you'll start to see them setting up the protein shakes and the protein bars, because they're getting ready for the New Year's resolutions, right? They're getting ready for the people who are going to just buy, not read, not know what they're taking. And there are so many on Facebook and products on shelves that people are selling that you can wipe on your face or put a patch on your skin or take some pills or make a shake with this powder with African flowers or whatever. And truthfully, you don't need any of it. You just need to keep it simple. You need to eat less, fast, eat in a window of 6 or 8 hours. Read what you're eating, because if it's a paragraph of science, you should put that shit down. And that part, eating clean, plant-based, I swear to it. For myself, I highly believe that even if you add, or I have clients who just don't want to go plant-based. You don't have to. But what if you just didn't make every single meal have an animal product? What if you just added like seeds or beans or grains that are good for you, but you don't need, because those are proteins. When I go to Chipotle, or when I go to, certain places, and, they ask if you want the rice, they ask if you want the protein, after I just told them to put the beans on, and I'm like, well, and then we move it over, and they're like, okay, are you ready for the protein? I'm like, beans are protein. We don't need that. I don't need the tofu, I don't need the meat and all that. So, and many times, beans and nuts have many more grams of protein. So anyway, just making small changes on plant-based, timed eating, and eating clean, that's 80% of the problem, right? I can't fast, or I've tried to fast and it doesn't work. I've heard that. You're not fasting either long enough, or the food that you're eating isn't clean enough, really. Because if you're fasting, but then you're having, breads and processed food in that 8-hour window, it's not going to work. Or at 6-hour window, it's not going to work. So you have to find the balance that works for you. Find new favorites. I found a new shake that replaced ice cream that I make with frozen banana, peanut butter, and cacao. And to me, that's simple, easy. Every time I made it for dessert last night, and everybody just had a small cup. I had family over. And, I watched my dad, who was like, this is really good. It's so simple. It's so easy. You should be making them. And they're delicious. It's like eating a chocolate peanut butter shake, Anyway, so rambling on, I would rather not. But point is, in September, this is time for new beginnings. And it's not just for everybody else around you. This could be new beginnings for you too. I see it for myself, as this month is newer beginnings for me. I can't believe that we're nearing, in my head, this month, this year flew by. First few months, I was blinded by pain with my shoulder and neck, and the last few months I've been recovering and getting stronger, and now it's time to take it to the next level again. And I hope that everybody here does something for themselves, really, because I think that the sooner you do it for yourself, the sooner you will continue on your journey of 1% better, and it compounds. It gets better and better. I've been kind of on this process for 6-8 years of just trying to find my way better, and now I kind of can picture it differently. I see it, and now I can help other people, which is awesome, and then they can see it quicker, So I hope that you have a great day. I hope that you make some time. If you're interested in joining a Facebook workout, I'm going to offer a week's worth of free workouts. If you want to jump in on a 30-day challenge that I started in September, every day is a new day for 30 days. That's how I see it. So contact me if you're interested in any of it, and I hope that you have a great day. Bye.